Hey everyone, welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name is Gabi and today I have the 2022 Forte GT-Line. This is a brand new trim line for Kia and it's actually so great I bought one myself. Today we're going to go through what's in the car, how does it differ between the trim below, the trim above, and what makes it so great. I bought one for myself. Let's get into it. So the GT line is smack dab in the middle between the EX Premium and the GT trim. I'm going to walk through the differences, price point and feature wise. So starting with the EX Premium, that one's at $24,995. And you get some pretty good tech in there, starting with the push to start. That's your entry level to getting a push to start with a smart key, electronic parking brake, and UVO intelligence, smart cruise control, Sirius XM, and dual climate control. Then we move to the GT line. So that starts at $26,795. You get a different exterior look, so you'll have a sporty appearance. You get red in the front grille, which we'll show you later, some nice wheels that are strictly for the GT line trim, 17-inch alloys, LED fog lights, gloss black accents as well too, which we'll show on the car, a rear spoiler, not a huge one, it's a little one, but we'll show you too, highway drive assist, which we've done a video on, works well with the 10.25-inch navigation. It's also entry level to getting nav in your Forte. Advanced smart cruise control, sporty seats, so they're bucket sport seats with white stitching and they say GT line on them. Heated rear seats and air-cooled front seats, as well as a flat bottom steering wheel, so a sporty looking steering wheel and alloy pedals. And then you could also move up to the GT Limited if you're looking for the turbo. So that one you're going to get 18-inch wheels, alloy wheels with red accents. You'll still get the red accents that are on the GT line. Of course, you'll get the turbo, so a 1.6-liter turbo with 7-speed dual clutch transmission. That varies from the GT line, which just has the regular IVT. And then you also get a Harman Kardon sound system and same seats, but this time it'll have red stitching. And that one, price point is $29,995. So a big difference in price, but you do get a turbo. We'll talk about why this one is a great option. So now we're back out here with the 2022 Forte GT line, my Forte GT line. I'm going to show you the key, so it'll give you the breakdown of the vehicle. So 2022 Forte GT line in white, but it's not just a everyday basic white, it is a snow white pearl. So I'll show you what the pearl looks like. On the key fob, you have remote start right over there, lock, unlock, hold for the trunk, so to open it up, and your panic button. I'll show you the front of the car. So exclusive to the GT line and the GT Limited, you have red accents on the front grille and LED lights. So full LEDs with an amber turn signal, which goes right through here. Very, very sharp, and you kind of have these 6 little digits and then your main bulb in there too. So I don't know how well it's picking up on camera, but it's very sharp in person. I've been driving this home for the past couple days, and it's nice to actually be able to see while I'm driving at night, as opposed to my old Kia Optima. Back down here we have LED fog lights as well. And then if you focus on the grille, you can see that it's almost a serrated look, 3-dimensional. There's a lot of detail, a lot of texture. Might be a little hard to clean, but it looks good. And then underneath the hood, we have a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine with an IVT transmission. Fuel efficiency, this thing is nuts. Another reason why I went to this vehicle as opposed to the turbocharged engine. It's a little bit better on gas, and for me it's better on insurance, which does make a difference. And then also the best bang for your buck in my opinion. I really do like the leather. I like the more luxury features like ventilated seats, the bigger stereo, not bigger stereo, bigger screen with nav. Sounds really good, right? Then I'll show you the sides as well too. So these wheels are exclusive to the GT line trim on the Forte. They're 17-inch alloys, and they kind of got a dark mixed with the light gray accent. And then of course your new Kia logo on the center caps. They look very, very nice. On the side here for the mirrors, you get black wrapped mirrors, a piano blackish kind of look. Looks very nice because it's tied in with the floor, not the floor, the side skirts as well. And then I personally tinted my windows because I thought it pulled everything very nicely together because it's got a lot of black accents. The black windows look pretty good too. A little hard to see at night, but we'll make it work. Around the back here, you see the black continues. You also got a little bit of grays in there as well too. You got your reverse lights there. LED tail lights, which will show better once we close the trunk. And then it's a faux dual muffler exhaust. So there's actually only one exhaust port, but it kind of looks like there's two. Nice little trick, I guess. Then in your trunk, you got tons of cargo space. Another reason why I was kind of scared going to a Forte was thinking, hey, it's a smaller car. I'm used to a big Optima, but this thing, comfort-wise and length, cargo space, it's the same, I would say. If I pull this, it'll knock down your rear seats, so you've got a little extra room too if you need it. Close that up. And there you go, you get a full view of your tail lights, as well as your black spoiler, another black accent that's on this car. So the black and the reds mixed with the white that I chose, I don't know, I think it looks really good. I'll also show you what the pearl looks like on the paint. So it'll vary, of course, in real life, but you might be able to see a little bit of glimmer as I move the light around. So there's a lot of dimension in this paint. It's not just a basic white. If it was a nice sunny day, you would see this car sparkle and it'd look gorgeous. All our metallic paints are really, really nice. I personally just love it in Snow White Pearl. So now I'm inside my Forte GT-Line. So on the sides here you have 10-way power seats. So you have the bottom, this adjusts the bottom of your seat. You can raise it, you can lower it, you can bring it closer, you can bring it further. This adjusts the backrest, so I can bring it closer to me, further away from me. And then this is for the lumbar support, so you can push it in and out on your back to whatever's most comfortable for you. On the side here, this button is to adjust the brightness, so let's change it a little bit. It's on full illumination now, but you can make it lighter, darker, whatever you like. This is for your blind spot detection. If you don't want it on, you press that and it turns off. And then of course your traction control. On the side there, you have automatic or express windows for the driver, not for passenger. And then the rest of the windows you have to do yourself. This is for window locks, and this also has, or this trim line also has obstacle detecting rear windows. So now I'm going to have Charlotte come around to the other side and we'll show you the rest of the tech. All right. So now that we're in here, I'll also show you the seats, which I should have shown before. But they're a sporty bucket type seat with white stitching. And then it says GT-Line on the very back of the seats. Now the very back seats, they don't have any sort of special detail, but they are still leather. And now we're on the topic of seats. I'll also show you the seat controls. So for the driver and passenger, you have heat and ventilation for your seats. You also have a heated steering wheel, your drive mode select. So here you can cycle between normal, sport, and smart. Electronic parking brake, which you can pull up or push down, and it engages your brake. Auto hold, which will hold you at a stop if you fully depress the brake pedal, one of my favorite features. Parking camera, you can watch your camera while you're parked. So I have that shown there now. And then it's also dynamic, so if I was driving, or if I had the car in reverse and I adjust my steering wheel, those guidelines would move with my steering wheel to show me exactly where I'll end up. Over here you have a wireless phone charger, 2 USBs down here, so one for fast charging, and then one for connectivity for Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. And then here you have a 12-volt. Automatic climate control and dual zone climate control. So right now I have it set to 17.5 degrees Celsius, but if my passenger was feeling a little hotter or a little colder, she can adjust as needed. Then you can also do it manually to adjust whatever you'd like. I'll turn that off for now so there's no noise. On your 10.25 inch screen, you have nav built in. So I already set my driver profile. I'll show you the map. You can have it full screen if you'd like. I went to Wonderland. Surprise. And then you can adjust it as needed. So right now it's in dark mode. You could also have it in light mode. You can set your destinations here. You can also set it with voice commands. Here is a favorite button, so you can set it to do whatever you'd like. It gives you a couple options. I set it to show my clock because I thought it looked pretty fancy. So if you're ever driving and you don't want any screen distractions, you can have a nice little watch to look at, clock. Takes you back to radio, so here you have the chance to use FM, AM, or Sirius XM. And then of course you can use Bluetooth for streaming, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, even sounds of nature, which we've shown before. Personally not my favorite. And then setup will take you to all your main settings. You can add more Bluetooth devices, change the sound settings. One feature that I found out myself a while ago that I never really noticed before is you can turn off the beep when you touch the screen. So now, whenever I change something, there's no beeps. It's a little hack. Up here you can see your interior lighting is all LEDs. And then you have your sunroof controls here. So if I push it back, oh, it'll open it just like that. It opens a little further, but for sake of time. And then if you push it up, it opens up like a tilt. And then you can close it as well too. If you don't want the sunroof, close it like that. But I love a sunroof, and that thing is always open. Snow, rain, sunshine, everything. What else can I show you? Steering wheel controls. So this will cycle between your different menus there. Since refueling, it'll show you your fuel efficiency. So this vehicle is actually very, very fuel efficient. I drove it to Wonderland the other day and it was great on gas. Change there. You can have it show your navigation. If I had a route set, it'll tell me my turn by turn. And then you can see your tire pressure as well too, where you're at in your lanes, driver attention warning, which I turned off. I don't like that feature. Over here, you also have your cruise control. So this is how you turn it on. You can set the speed with here. So to increase, decrease, or pause and restart. This sets your following distance, so to maintain how closely you're following the vehicle ahead of you. Now this vehicle will slow down for you. It'll pick back up once the vehicle ahead of you starts moving. It's really cool. I tried it myself for a long drive the other day and I love it. It's a very, very smooth process. And then this button over here is your lane follow assist. So it monitors the lanes ahead of you and makes sure you're following them. Over here you have some of your Bluetooth controls. So mode will cycle between what media mode you're listening to, whether it's Sirius XM, AM, FM, Bluetooth. Here you can use your voice commands, so you can say call mom, call Gabi, call whoever. Your volume controls are here, so to increase or decrease the volume. Also, if you press that down, it'll mute it. So it's really nice if you're talking to a passenger or the drive-thru, something like that. Here you can answer your phone calls, and the star button you can set as a favorite button to get to whatever setting you want to access quickly. Here's your flat bottom steering wheel that says Gt-Line on the very bottom there, and of course with your new Kia logo. All right, so the real reason I purchased this Forte is because it came with this hat, so I'm just gonna wear it now. On the back seats, you have heated seats in the rear, so for this seat and the other seat, not the middle, but you just press it like that and you have two different levels of heat. They work super great. And then, some of the other trim lines on the Forte don't have rear vents. This trim does, and it also has a USB on the very bottom there. That's pretty much it for the back. Other than that, I mean, they're very comfy seats. It's not a big vehicle. I went from an Optima to this, and I was pretty nervous about the space because my Optima was huge. This is actually very comfy, so even on the smallest seat, I'm not a super tall girl, probably 5'3", 5'4", but I'm really comfortable. As I put the backrest a little more, there we go. Height-wise, just legroom-wise, everything. It's a comfy car. So that concludes our video on the Forte Gt-Line. Personally, I think it's the best trim for the Forte, and I'm really glad they introduced it. It was kind of a huge deal for me once they released it. I'm like, that sounds really nice. I can't wait to see one. And then we saw one. I was like, yep, sold. So I love it. I love driving it. It's great on gas. The features in it are great. And I think you would love it too. Let us know if you are interested in Forte, whether it be this trim or any Kia vehicle. We're trying to film everything we get once we get it. It's just, right now inventory is a little weird. Leave us any comments down below if there's anything else you'd like to see, and we'll see you next video.